Cheers and welcome to Hack My Lineup. What's good, everybody? Every team out there is playing with their backup quarterback. Things are a mess. It's a battlefield out there. Never seen a season like this ever in fantasy football. But hey, we're just trying to have fun. Even though Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles and that really hurt me. Did not feel did not feel good. I'm struggling this year. I'm really struggling this year to make fantasy football a happy time. It's always a happy time. I always preach having fun, making it feel good, having a good time, man, because that's what it's all about, competing, having a good time. But once I saw Kirk Cousins tear his Achilles, I was like, man. But he seems like he's in good spirits. That's always good. And he was rooting for his team. One thing I heard about the Kirk Cousins Achilles, though, I may get this wrong. Dang it. Maybe I should Google it. So Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins, those two are going to be compared, right? They both tore their Achilles, same injury, same position. Both good quarterbacks. But one tore the other foot. Let me look this up here. Give me a second. Aaron Rodgers. I feel like it's his left Achilles. So we can make sure to just be accurate on here. Okay, so yeah, that's right. So Aaron Rodgers tore his left Achilles. All right. So we know that. And I believe, yeah, Kirk Cousins tore his right Achilles. Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins surgery Wednesday morning had surgery Wednesday morning to repair. So that's today. His torn right Achilles tendon, writing in social media post that the procedure was a success. That's at least good news there. And asking for continued prayers as he begins his recovery. All right, so Kirk Cousins is going to be harder to come back by. He should be ready to go week 1 next year, or let's just say that's a very realistic, very achievable goal for him to start and play and be good week 1 of next season. No chance he's coming back this year, however. Aaron Rodgers is trying to miraculously come back this year in postseason, and so they're both right-handed. So from what I hear from SportsMed Analytics on Instagram, he's saying that Aaron Rodgers is easier when throwing the football as a right-handed quarterback because he's putting a lot more pressure, getting a lot more torque. I don't know the or planting. I don't know the right word, but you guys get what I mean. Like he's planting that. He's pushing off. He's pushing off on that foot to generate more power. That's what I wanted to say. That's the correct statement. Um, I guess. I mean, yeah. Okay, it makes it. Okay, that does make sense. Yes. Okay, right-handed. Yeah. Okay. So he's saying that although recovery, in general is the same, he's saying that because you need to push off more on your right Achilles as a right-handed quarterback, Kirk Cousins may not have as much zip on the ball as he did before. Whereas Aaron Rodgers doesn't really need to push off on his left foot nearly as much. So that is something to compare, just so you know, because they're going to get compared. So that's something to know the difference between those two quarterbacks. What's up, CC? Do you blame turf like these players keep saying? I think I'm not knowledgeable about this enough, but I think there's enough evidence to point out that natural grass versus fake turf, there's less injuries on natural grass. I think there's enough data to show that. I think that's pretty obvious. But to say for sure, because I don't, I'm just looking, I mostly look at like how to win fantasy football. how to help you guys out, how can I win, what players are going to score the most points. That's what I'm really focused on. And that, and then my personal life, and like that's those two things, my job and my life. So I'm not really looking at these injuries too much. I mean, obviously, it's a very important topic, and I'm very curious about it. But it's just something that I'm not studying a lot. I'm not deep diving into this. As far as injuries as a whole, yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that the natural grass is better. I think that all fields should be natural grass. But maybe there's, just like every single topic, there's probably extreme sides. But there's extreme people and extreme opinions, and also just people pushing um unfair, unbiased, just flat out lying basically to get their point across, because both sides are extreme. So I'm not going to go out and say like this specific injury was caused because of fake turf or this or that. Like, I don't know if people know that. And that's the thing. Like, I know maybe they're right about every single injury or the ones they're talking about, but you got to remember there's always people with biases and people that are extreme on both ends. Nonetheless, like, what does it really matter? I still think the evidence points toward natural grasses means less injuries, regardless if the data is skewed or certain specific injuries. The opinion on a certain injury is not fair, not truthful, not being honest. That doesn't really matter. In the whole, are you feeling dangerous? What are you trying to get hacked here? As a whole, though, yeah, man, I think it just needs to be done. If it's gonna prevent like 7 injuries a year, 10, 11 injuries a year, I think that's a significant number. Maybe it's way more, but I'm saying like even if it's 7 injuries a year, that's pretty big. Also gonna, also it hurts the revenue. It hurts, it hurts fantasy football. It hurts jersey sales. It hurts fan bases. It just hurts morale. It hurts the product as a whole. Like, I mean, literally it hurts everything and everybody, and the only thing it's helping is the whatever it is, the 14 or 16 stadiums out there who are too cheap to get natural grass, because obviously it is a serious cost. It's expensive. I feel like it's not that expensive though. Hey, let's just go Dutch on this, right? Commissioner Goodell, the NFL, and owners just, hey, let's go Dutch. Let's split the bill, half and half. They just go for it. Put some grass in. It's just grass. Like, it's not that expensive. Like, I think I read an article, and the article seemed to have the biases like, whoa, it's a lot of money. Like, bro, we're talking about literally billionaires and multi-billion dollar company, number one sport in America. Like, we're talking about big stuff here, right? We're not talking about like my local high school or something. Like, that's different. Okay. Like, we're talking about the NFL. And it's like, how many stadiums are there? I don't think I need to even Google. I think we can just kind of go to, no, I'm gonna Google it. How many stadiums? Dude, I'm thinking of a dome actually. I'm thinking of dome versus, just make them all dome to natural grass. Hard Rock Stadium is one of the 15 NFL stadiums that use natural grass. So let's just say half of them, while the other 15 feature various types of synthetic turf. That's right. New York plays in the same stadium. Is there someone else playing the same stadium? LA. That's right. Two biggest freaking cities. LA's always losing teams and gaining teams. They had the Raiders. They had, who else did they have? They had the Raiders. They were gone, and then they had no team. Then they got the Rams, and they got the Chargers. Jeez, either too many teams or too little. So yeah, that's exactly half the stadiums have natural grass. So I guess I was right. It's probably roughly the same with domes as well. Hard Rock Stadium is one of the 15 NFL stadiums that use natural grass. Like that propaganda they put here. How many stadiums are a dome? I think it'd be about half. There are 10 stadiums in the NFL that have domes. So a third, okay. Or a roof of some kind, or retractable roof. Yeah. Show started off with the tangent already. What's up? We got Ozai in the building, Val, Dynasty Day Trader, Nolly in the building. If Puka plays, Puka, Olave, or Joshua Downs. So go with Olave. Puka is questionable. He should be fine. Now, Matthew Stafford is going to miss around 0 to 2 weeks. So we're banking on him kind of missing like 1 week. That's, I think, what we're thinking. So he'll probably miss like 1 week, maybe 0 weeks. We'll see. I don't think he'll miss 2 weeks. It just kind of all depends how the severity of the injury is going and how soon he'll come back. So Stafford's obviously a huge factor in deciding to start Puka or not. But for now, you're starting Chris Olave for sure. What's up, Albert? Remember, like, this isn't like a, I don't know. I guess, I mean, of course I have a bias. I'm really not taking this personal, like, as far as natural grass goes. I just think it's a no brainer. I just think it's a no, like, I think it just should be done, and it should be done now. I think 2024, all stadiums should be natural grass. I just, I do. I don't really think anybody disagrees with me though either, except the owners who want to save a few bucks. Nico or DK PPR, both kind of struggling in a way. I guess you could say DK struggling more because you expected more from him. Um, I'm gonna go with Nico Collins, Rashid Rice, or Christian Watson. We're gonna go with Rashid Rice in a shootout against the Dolphins. What's up, Omaha Polly? Half PPR, Lockett or Chuba? Hmm. I know what my answer would be if it was full PPR. That's for sure. Let's go with Lockett. Johnny, I don't even know where this is coming from. I mean, your team is that stacked and that good, so you're benching Devontae Adams. Oh, I mean, I'm jealous, dude. I don't know what to tell you, but I haven't seen one team that's that good that they can bench Devontae Adams. I mean, I don't even know how to answer this. Like, this is an 8-team league, and you have a perfect record. I mean, other than that, I don't see how this is real life. Real life fantasy. Okay, I need someone to describe this super sticker to me immediately in the chat. I can't see it. I don't want to open YouTube right now. My program, I can't see it. But CC with a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. I can't see it, so please describe to me in the chat. What am I looking at? What is this? Do we like Atlanta D versus Minnesota? Thoughts on uh, Dobbs? I don't know if that's the Packers wide receiver. Oh, it's a cat that says hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Appreciate that. Thoughts on Dobbs. So I don't know if that's the Packers wide receiver or the Vikings quarterback. I'm gonna guess the Vikings quarterback, and I'm gonna talk about that. So the first week, Joshua Dobbs isn't gonna start. Okay, as you said, Minnesota. That's why I assumed that. So yeah, he's not gonna start. It's what's his name? Jalen? No. Oh man, I forgot the dude. I thought it was Jalen Reed. That's not it. That is not it. Bro, what is his name? I'm looking it up right now. How embarrassing. I really forget. Jaren Hall. I think I combined another Packers wide receiver with his name. Jaden Reed. Jalen Hurts. Jaden Reed. Jalen Reed. There we go. I combined a quarterback and a Green Bay wide receiver. Jaren Hall is expected to start. He's a mobile quarterback. I think he sucks, though. So he's going to start week 9, by the way. It's seeming like Joshua Dobbs is not going to start week 9, just so you know that. It's very much expected to be Jaren Hall, and I don't think Jaren Hall will do very well. Also, keep in mind, this guy said Jalen Hall. Ah! Doesn't feel so good, does it? I don't know. I mess up on everyone's name. He's like a Kellen Mond, if you remember. Yeah, that guy sucked. Actually, thought as a prospect he wasn't that bad. But soon as I saw him in the preseason, oh boy, you already knew that you got to hit the reset button with that guy, which is, yeah, everybody saw it, and that's what the Vikings did. They shipped him off right away. Yeah, waste of a 3rd round pick there. JT O'Sullivan really liked Kellen Mond though. No, but this guy, well, Kellen Mond, was he kind of mobile? This guy's kind of mobile. I think Jaren Hall went to BYU. He's a mobile guy, but to me, he's like, I don't know, he's not going to get the job done. So anyway, sticking to the main part of the question, because I got the sense he kind of wanted a long answer on this. So that kind of covers the quarterback situation. As far as the Falcons, just you guys know me, I'm pretty honest. I try to be as honest as possible. Like last week, I recommended the Falcons D, not my top recommendation for a streaming defense, but they were on there. But I was very reluctant on that. They were not anywhere near any of my top choices. So in all my leagues where we can start defenses, so that's going to be like 12 leagues, something like that, 10 leagues, let's just say 10 leagues. All the leagues I can start them. I only started them in one. That's the subscriber league where a lot of people, that's the league where people watch these videos the most. It's literally the subscriber league, YouTube subscriber league. The best defense I could find was the Falcons. I started them reluctantly, but I was like, hey, they're still going to be good. They sucked. Will Levis lit them up. It was a pretty big disappointment. But this week, even though I don't have a lot of confidence in them, I have much more confidence in them this week. I'm actually okay. I think I might be starting him. Maybe I hack someone's lineup offline. We're starting him like in like a couple leagues, and I'm much more confident in them. Yes, they are a top streaming option. I'm recommending them a lot more because this matchup is way better. Guys, keep in mind they're facing the Vikings and they don't have Justin Jefferson or Kirk Cousins. I mean, that's basically their two best players. For sure, their two best players on offense without, like, not even close. I mean, on defense, it would probably be Danielle Hunter, right? Danielle Hunter is probably their best player on defense. But I think Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson are their two best players, period. It's a big deal. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I think the Vikings are favored to win. Let's see if we can get the lines. We're back to our old website for the lines. They fixed the plugin. I think they watch my show. I really think they watch my live streams because they fixed it. I love this plugin or whatever you call it, because it's not just this site that has it. It's like this thing you can embed on any website if you have a website. So, we're looking at a low scoring game. Where are we at? Okay, 35.5 over under. Wait, I'm looking at week 8. I'm tripping. I'm like, wait, Titans. I'm like, Will Levis about to light them up. Looking at the wrong week. Bear in mind, things are not going well. But should be a low scoring game similar to that. There we go. Okay, this is even better. 37 over under, but the Falcons are even more favorited. So let me give you the implied score right here. So we go 37 divided by 2 minus 2.5. So they're saying the Vikings will score 16 points and the Falcons will score about 21 points, right? Plus, yeah. So they're saying the final score is going to be 21-16. Uh, one of the lowest scoring games, right? So Browns defense is better, right? So on and so forth. But, yeah, man, I think Falcons D is a great streaming option. Jaron Hall, that's right. Dynasty Day Trader, my co-host for the podcast, coming up with the dynasty sections every time he's on. He's going Jonathan Mingo, a guy we're very high on in dynasty, or Treylon Burks versus Steelers. Why always killing me this week? Well, here's the thing: I love Treylon Burks as a stash. I mean, there's just no way you can start him this week. It's too mind blowing. Against the Steelers, their defense is fierce. Now, I'm not good with names. I'm a big dummy. I know. I think their star defensive tackle is back and he's good. And I get him mixed up with they have like a second string tight end. Cameron Hayward. Yeah, I think this is him. Yeah, pretty sure this is Cameron. Yes, Cameron Hayward, I think, is back. Let's double check that. He's really good. Steelers, yes. Steelers activate defensive lineman Cam Hayward from IR. He doesn't even have a injury designation, so he's good to go. Is like to me, Treylon Burks only as a stupid, crazy GPP tournament punt play. Like that's it. You cannot start. Like there's just no way you can start him in a normal league when you head to head. There's just no way. You got to go with Jonathan Mingo. Yeah, that doesn't help, dude. They're so Connor Hayward, Cam Hayward. Yeah, that's not helping. Are they spelled the same way too? Cameron Hayward. Are they spelled the same way? Connor. Yeah, you're good with the spelling, bro. Yeah, you spelled it right. Yeah, there's just no because the thing is these guys from college. That's why. I'm terrible with names and faces. It's so crazy. But you know what? Which doesn't help me for anything I'm doing here. I admit it. But because I'm so bad with names and faces, I'm actually really good with audio. I made professional music and then I directed music videos and I'm I can engineer and mix tracks and stuff. So I can even hear, if someone's talking, I can figure out the celebrity easier. Oh, it's crazy. Easier than if I see them, so it's like it's crazy. Yeah, I can identify people. I even identify people I don't know. I remember I was watching Law and Order SVU and I was like I just stopped looking at the screen. I was like, that's Macaulay Culkin's voice. And it ended up being one of the Macaulay Culkin's brothers. That's not the popular one, not Macaulay Culkin and not the one, that's like second popular. I guess they have a younger brother. So I'm really good with with audio and stuff. What's up, non-hype beast? Drop Sam Howell for Carr or Stroud. I have Kyler on IR. And I think long term you want Howell more. So I'm thinking more long term, right? Because it's been such a messy year. We don't know who to start. Like you're talking about Sam Howell versus Carr versus Stroud. Like I probably wouldn't start Howell this week, but we're talking long term. Howell is like leading the league in passing yards the past few weeks, pretty impressive. And they just downgraded their defense, so they're going to rely on Hal even more. and they're going to be down on games even more. So I think you just keep Hal, start him. Not a big difference between him and Carr and Stroud, right? It's not like I mean, Hal's been better and Hal will be better. So just stick with Hal short term and long term. This is definitely the tangent live stream, which I want to talk about stuff I want to talk about, and doesn't seem like people are tuning out too fast. You guys are here with me for the journey, alongside of me. Start Pickens or Jerome Ford? Go ahead and start George Pickens. Jerome Ford or DJ Moore? Is that a good trade? I got Moore. No, I think it's a bad trade. I usually like the running back side more, but in this case, I don't really think it's a good trade, man. I think you're getting yourself into a messy situation. Last week we saw an even split between like Ford and Kareem Hunt um and Pierre Strong. That's too messy. If you traded DJ Moore for like, I mean, I need at least like a Damian Pierce, who's at least like kind of a workhorse. He's injured right now though. So I think Damian Pierce is probably better than Jerome Ford or around the same, I guess. So I think you need something better for DJ Moore. Derek Carr or Will Levis. It's going to be pretty simple here. If you want the guaranteed points and you want to play it safe and be smart, go with Derek Carr. If you're feeling very, very, very risky and you want to take off your shoes and socks and walk on some hot coals, baby, and be ready to get burnt probably, then go with Will Levis. And that's your answer. Should Cam Akers be rostered in a 10-team redraft? No. So I just looked at a 10-team redraft and Cam Akers is on waivers and we didn't add him. Start Hawkinson or Kincaid? Very interesting question here. Quarterback change in Minnesota is a big deal. There's going to be less passing. There's going to be less big passing plays. There's going to be a downgrade for every receiver. Maybe the tight end and running back see, good targets. A lot of inexperienced quarterbacks target those guys as checkdowns. That's a tough question, man. I'm looking at my algorithms here, and they got them both. They got Hawkinson as this week's tight end 3, and Kincaid is this week's tight end 4. Let's go to Pro Football Focus, as I think I'm going to tell you to start Hawkinson. I think that's the move, but I think this is going to, let me see if I can bring this up here. It's not working. Come on, dude. All right, here we go. Dang. All right. The first thing, let's look at the tight end matchup. Are we even? Oh, I forgot. My bad. We're on a tab. There we go. All right. You see that? Okay. They're both next to each other on this too. So I'm leaning Hawkinson, but let's just see what their rankings say. Wow. Kincaid, slightly better matchup. Okay, so both rankings have Hawkinson just ahead of Kincaid. So let's go Hawkinson. Hey man, if you're in a 12-team league, you should consider 12-team full PPR. You should consider starting both of them. Like I'd start a tight end over maybe a Vikings running back. I'd start a tight end over, Jaleel McLaughlin's on bye, but that's just another example. I'll start a tight end, um, maybe even over a Bears running back, maybe even over um Ezekiel Elliott, right? So if you have really bad flex options, I'd consider starting both. And we did that last week. I told two people to start Goddard and Kincaid, or at least it was Kincaid and some other tight end, and I think it worked out well. My other RBs are ETN, Bijan, Swift, and Gibbs. That's why I traded Ford. I needed wide receiver. Oh, so you already made this trade. Oh, you see, man, I hate when people take this. It's not clear, bro. Yes, I like the DJ Moore. Wasn't I not clear? Wasn't I? You're the one who's not clear. Jerome Ford for DJ Moore. See, when you say that, oh no, I'm an idiot. You said I got more. Of course, I can't read. I got more. Yes, I like the DJ Moore side better. I thought I made that clear at least. But since I said no, I can see how you. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I thought my answer was very clear, but I did say no like an idiot. So I guess that made it unclear. No, I like no. DJ Moore is better than Jerome Ford. Like I said, Jerome Ford splitting with Pierre Strong and Kareem Hunt. Like he's okay, but Jerome Ford's nothing more than a flex star. No, it's all good. It's just a misunderstanding. First, I didn't read it, which was dumb, and then I was very clear, but I did say no, so I can I can see where that misunderstand. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Uh, it's fine. But yeah, you remember my points, right? Like I know I like DJ more and more. Yeah, he's just a better player. That's all. And Justin Fields should be close to coming back. Everyone's close to coming back. Fryer Muth, Cameron Hayward, right? Yes. Cameron Hayward's a defensive tackle. Connor's a tight end. Cameron Hayward, he's already back, right? Devon A-Chain, he's coming back real soon. Khalil Herbert's probably coming back. Kyler Murray's coming back. There's a lot of people. Everyone's coming back. Darren Waller's probably going to be out multiple weeks. What's up, Ricky Bobby? You won the race. You won the race and you kissed that dude. You kissed Borat at the end. I know it. I know it, and you know it. The whole world knows it. Lockett or pick up Demarius Douglas or Dotson. Dropping Foreman. Just start Lockett. Thoughts on your 49ers getting Young? Chase Young, that is. Man, I'm pretty excited. I just copped a Chase Young moment a couple weeks ago on NFL All Day. A very spicy moment. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. So, it's a very special moment too. There we go. And the price just skyrocketed after that happened, dude. So I had to ask them. I was like, "Hey, basically, if you guys don't know what this is basically digital sports cards." So I copped this perfect. You call this a perfect score or last min or perfect mint? 30 out of 30. Chase Young. I copped it. It was very cheap, and I was very hesitant on buying this. By the way, I was like, I don't know, but it was so cheap. And then, I mean, it was so cheap regardless. And then the cereal, it was a really good cereal, 30 out of 30. I bought it. But this is a dynamic moment, which means like you get essentially fantasy points for it. And based on how many fantasy points you get, such as the team winning or a sack or something like that, or an interception, it adds reels. So if your team is doing terrible and the player's doing terrible, there's no video clips on here. So week 2, I'm sure they won this game. Seems like he had a sack there. And No, I'm not sure on Freiermuth. I was kind of being sarcastic. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, but I'm guessing he'll be back soon. He won't I don't Freiermuth's not coming back this week, I don't think. But he should be coming back soon. So I copped this and I'm like, what is this going to be a Washington Commanders moment? Oh, look, it's already changed. It's already changed. And normally it would, but because it's dynamic, as in like it changed dynamic, meaning like it's ever changing, it's always going. Is overrated compared to who's rating him? Who here's rating him? I want to know all the Raiders. Not like Oakland Raiders. Raters. Who are the Raiders? Raiders? Who's rating him? Where's he rated? Let me see his rating. Where's the rating? And then we can see if it's over or under. Because the 49ers just got him for free, right? They got minority assistant coach, went and became a head coach. So they got a third pick, compensatory pick. They used that and got Chase Young. So they just got him for free. Just because they have a ton of minority assistant coaches and are a successful team with a great coaching staff. Just because of that, they got Chase Young for free. So I don't know if you're looking at, depends what kind of view you're looking at it from. So you're looking for getting Chase Young for free to try and win a Super Bowl is overrating him or overpaying for him. Okay, that's one opinion. Oh, here's another opinion. Bro, I'm so shocked they got a number 2 overall pick for a third rounder. So, and I'm not attacking you, Emil, just so you know. I just don't like this term is being overused. Overrated, underrated. First of all, not everybody's really being rated all the time. Okay. Like if you said Patrick Mahomes, like that's one thing. Bill Belichick, that's one thing. Like literally everybody's rating them. They're on every list. Who's rating Chase Young? Now, if you said he was way overhyped as a prospect or he's a bust, that's all true. Yeah. He went number 2 overall. He was an amazing prospect. I was even on the podcast saying, like, look, if Chase Young and Nick Bosa were coming out the same year in the draft, I would have picked Chase Young. But now that I saw Nick Bosa play for a year, I would definitely pick Bosa. But I'm saying if we got no NFL playing time, I didn't see one practice, one preseason game. We just seen these guys in college, and then I had to draft. I was like, look, I'm taking Chase Young because he's more athletic. He's an amazing player. He's not perfect. I think he's got a higher ceiling than Nick Bosa. Uh, Dead wrong, by the way, on that. But yeah, so you got to be specific. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't like the term. Like, so what did you think of him as a prospect? Did you hate him as a prospect? Were you like, no, I needed to hear this when he was getting drafted. So like, yeah, he's not awesome. He's had a terrible NFL career. He's been hurt, but I think here's what's relevant. Was he worth essentially a free the last pick of the third round? Is he worth that? I don't know. I'd say yes. I'd say sure. I'd say it's worth the risk. We'll see if it's worth it, but I don't think you're getting that much upside with a late third round pick. If I understand right, that's going to be like the last pick of the third round, right? Compensatory third round pick. Isn't it like pick 33, pick 34, pick 35 in round 3? So like the last pick of round 3, I think it's worth the risk. If he could stay healthy, that's a huge. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm obviously Chase Young's been injured. I haven't seen him much. He's overrated. Not just joking. So he's underperformed. We'll say that for sure. He's definitely underperformed. But yeah, man, I think I'd agree with this, even though I'm not too familiar with Chase Young. We haven't seen much of him. How many consecutive games has he even played in his NFL career? He's barely even played. I want to see what he can do. I trust the Niners front office. I think they got him for a discount, dude. Like, that's pretty crazy. A young player. The dude just needs to stay healthy, man. 49ers upgrade their training staff, hopefully. A lot more Niners are staying healthy this year. We need Debo back. The bye week's going to be great, right? He's going to be acclimated to the team. He'll be ready to start week 10. That'll be crazy. Nick Bosa. I can't even name the. Let me see if I can name the D line off the top of my head. Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Drake Jackson, Chase Young. Who did they just trade for? Randy Gregory. Um, and they got one more player too. I did pretty good. Because I suck with, even though it's my team and this and that, I do suck with names. Let's see. Let's name these. I think I'm missing like one guy, and he's not one of the featured guys. Let me see. Who am I missing? Nick Bosa. Oh, big name. Sorry. Yes. Javon Hargrave. That's the one. Who cares about Javon? Wait. Yeah. The one I didn't care about is Cleveland Farrell, obviously. But Javon Kinlaw, too. Javon Hargrave was the big one I forgot. That was definitely very important. That's a poo poo on me. But look at it. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at this D line. This might be it though. That's the thing. That's why it's worth the risk. This might be the infinity stone. This might bring the D line back to being the best D line. Because the D line's lacking, man. It's not up to Niner standards. Like, we're not getting home. We got to get these guys. We got to step it up. This is not the Super Bowl D line that we wanted, that we thought so. This could be the missing piece, and that's why it's so worth it. Maybe it's not, but I'm saying the upside, forget about Chase Young, the upside, this can bring this D line to the best D line in the league. That's the potential, realistic potential to happen as soon as week 10, right now. This is the D line for the Niners. Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Javon Hargrave, Chase Young. Oh my God. Cleveland Farrell, Javon Kinlaw, Kevin Givens, Randy Gregory, Drake Jackson, too. Don't forget about Drake Jackson. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what's crazy, dude. Everybody has, like, yeah. It's literally the D line where the whole D line can rest, and then the next group comes in, and that's like the bench mob, right? In the NBA, that's like, man, the bench is playing just as good as the starters. Like, they're holding it down, they're crushing it. We all know in basketball how important a good bench is, especially throughout the regular season. It's like, dang, you're not worried about this. Oh my God. Nah, for real. That's about a 1-to-1. So you got at least like 3 guys on the bench that are really good. Drake Jackson, maybe Randy Gregory, maybe Cleveland Farrell. I don't know how good Javon Kinlaw is. Maybe he's really good. Remember, he was a good prospect. But yeah, you got like 2, 3 defensive linemen on the bench who could be really good. And then you got 4 really good starters. Oh my God. Excited about that. Chase Young is only 24 years old. He's still a kid. Give it some time, and now he's on a great defense. Yeah, great defense, great coach. Can make the world of difference when you're going from some crappy Washington team, that's all over the place and just a big mess, to, an elite organization. Mark asks, give up Puka and Amon Ra. We're giving up 2 big names here for Kupp and Waddle. Thank you for the time and the help. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this. I'll go for it. I'm really worried about you trading away Amon Ra, though. How did he do last game? How did Amon Ra do? Man, he's so good. Okay, so Kupp and Waddle are pretty good. Someone else please chime in on this trade. Kupp and Waddle pretty good, but you giving up Amon Ra, very worried about this. He's wide receiver 9, and he's been injured. Buckeyes fan? Someone please chime in on this trade. I'm very wary of you giving up Amon Ra. So literally his floor is 14.2. Ricky Bobby says you can't trade away Amon Ra. I might I don't want you to trade away Amon Ra. I know you're very happy with him. Amon Ra has a bye. Both Rams have a bye, and then yeah, just stay put. Yeah. Two people chimed in and they like Amon Ra. I don't very hesitant on you trading away Amon Ra. Don't do it. I need to start a tight end this week, and the best options are Auden, Parham, or Everett. Well, I need to know if Everett's gonna play. So yeah, we don't know if he's gonna play or not. So for right now, you're starting Kate Auden. I really don't know if Everett is gonna play. Bench one, Pickens, London, Zay. Who's that? Zay Flowers? I don't know who that is, bro. It's got to be Zay Flowers. Drake London is questionable. Start George Pickens. Start Zay Flowers. So just bench Drake London. Yeah. You got to start Zay. All right. Start Zay. Trust me on that. And then I'd probably start Pickens anyway. I guess that's about it. No hacks, no nothing. We got a cute kitty sticker, which is great. Appreciate the donation. Man, it's been a wild season. It's been a wild day. It's been a wild year, man. Times are crazy, but you know, how am I doing in my? Oh, I got it up right now. How am I doing in my leagues? Records are not good, but that's not why I don't like the season. So this is I'm tanking in this league and I'm 3-5. Go figure. I'm a win now in this dynasty league, 4-4. We're in first place and second place in our other two dynasty leagues, our high stakes money league. So that's really good. Best ball. This is my worst league, which is good. 2-6 in my worst league. Okay, we'll take that. 4-4. Duos league 3-5. Tough losses there. Best ball won't come up. This one I drafted J.K. Dobbins. I'm 4-12. Yeah, you play against the medium every week. IG Experts League disaster, and I'm 4-4 somehow. And then Throne League we are 5-3. So I'm about 500. Man, that actually I just seemed like my fantasy season was going way worse. It's actually going not bad, especially if you consider the $500 league and $250 league. We're in first place in the $500 league and second place in $250 league that we drafted together as a community, which is awesome. So it's going good. Everyone's literally hurt though. Like in this league, we drafted Kirk Cousins and Anthony Richardson, had the best quarterback duo, and now we got the worst. All right, guys, I'm gonna go feed the dogs. I'm gonna end it here. Good luck this week. I'll see you guys on Discord. I love Discord. Love you guys. Peace out.